Okay, so this is the paper prototyping project for Project 2 DIG 2500, and I'm basing it off of a zine that I helped my boyfriend create called Hot and Popular, and it's basically a zine about local things that happen and go on in Orlando that involve primarily the music and art scene, but it's not limited to just music and art, and it's also not necessarily limited to the Orlando area, but we like to keep it relatively local. So anyway, this is also gonna be based off of an app form. We just figured that it'd be best to have it function on the phone. So anyway, this is the home screen that you would see when you open up the app, and essentially just be like the cover art, for the current issue, and then a little menu button. And I'm going to demonstrate two user flows, one from a student artist and another profile based off of just a general college student. So user 1 is a student artist, and she's new to the area. She also wants to make connections and meet up with or collab with other artists. So the way that she'd probably use the app is, hit the menu button, then it would bring you to the screen where the menu drops down, and from there you can select. So since she's trying to make connections, her best course of action is probably going to be to hit up the artist spotlight, and you would tap on that. And then the artist spotlight page would pop up. And from here, she would be able to see a bunch of pieces of work, and then read an interview and description from the artist, and then contact info for the artist, so that if she liked this particular piece or what this person has to say or what they do, then they'd be able to contact her. For the second user flow, it's going to be based off of a college student who enjoys music, art, and jokes and likes local news a lot, and he'd probably read the zine to keep up with the more underground things that are going on. And an example of his user flow is going to be a little more general because he likes a wide range of things. So he probably isn't going to necessarily select like one specific tab like the previous user. He's probably going to go more for reading the actual zine. Okay. So he would also open up the home page, and you'd click on the menu. Then from there, he could do a few different things. He could click on the current issue, and then the current issue would pop up with these arrows so that you could like swipe through to the next pages, because the current issue is going to also contain like everything that's within the menu tabs, because the menu tabs is supposed to be more of like to see specific things from the zine. So okay, he's done reading this, and you'd hit the menu button again to access the menu bar and select something else. Maybe now he wants to, I don't know, laugh or something, and he thinks the tab Advice from Dad seems pretty funny, so he's going to click on that, and it's going to bring us to the Advice from Dad page, where there's various, dad profiles with something pretty stereotypical that a classic suburban dad would probably say. Now, maybe from here he's like, whoa, I like to write jokes, I'm into stuff like this too, and he wants to contact us. So you'd hit the menu button again. You'd see the drop down. How do we get in contact? Oh, there's a tab for that, so you just click on that. Brings you to the contact page. And that's really all there is to it, trying to keep it relatively simple where all of the information that you need is going to be, you know, accessed within the menu bar, and then from there you can kind of like select on whatever tab kind of piques your interest, or see the zine as a whole and see it all put together.